In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to integrate ConvertKit with Framer. If you find this useful, consider subscribing and liking the video. So, let's dive right in. If you're looking to combine the powerful features of ConvertKit with the sleek design capabilities of Framer, you're in for a treat. This integration can enhance your website or project by streamlining your email marketing efforts and managing subscribers more effectively. First things first, if you haven't already, make sure you've got accounts set up with both ConvertKit and Framer. You'll need access to both platforms to complete this integration smoothly. Once you're logged into your ConvertKit account, let's start by navigating to the API section. On the ConvertKit dashboard, look for your profile icon, usually located in the top right corner. Click that and a drop-down menu will appear. From there, select Settings. This will take you to a new page with various options. Here, you're going to scroll down until you find the section labeled API Key. You'll need to copy this key because it's essential for the integration process. Once you've got your API key copied, it's time to engage with Framer. So head over to your Framer dashboard. If you don't have a project yet, go ahead and create one. Click on Create New Project and follow the prompts to set it up. Once your project is ready, you'll be working in the editor. Now, within Framer, look for the Data tab on the left-hand side of your screen. This section is where you can connect various data sources. You should see an option for ConvertKit there. Click on it, and you'll be prompted to paste the API key that you copied from ConvertKit earlier. Go ahead and do that. This is a crucial step, and you want to ensure that you're pasting it accurately. After you've pasted your API key, hit Connect. If everything is in order, you should see a confirmation message indicating that your ConnectKit is successfully linked to Framer. Now that you've established that connection, the next step is to set up your email forms. Let's create an email collection form that visitors to your Framer site can use to subscribe to your newsletter or updates. In the Framer editor, look for the sections where you might want your form to reside. Select an area in your design where adding a form makes sense. It could be a dedicated section on your homepage or a pop-up that appears when users visit. Framer offers various templates for forms, so you can choose one that you feel fits your site style best. Drag the form component into your project. Now let's configure the form to connect with ConvertKit. Click on the form you just created to access its settings. In the form settings, there should be an option for Submit Action. Here, you need to specify that you want to send the submitted information to ConvertKit. You may even have to select the appropriate ConvertKit subscription form from a drop-down list, depending on how many you've created in ConvertKit. Once you've linked the form with the right subscription option, you can customize the success message that users will see after they submit their email. It's always a good idea to thank subscribers or let them know what to expect next. Now, before we wrap this up, let's go ahead and test it. Preview your project in Framer and enter an email address into your form. After you submit it, check your ConvertKit account to confirm that the email appears in your subscribers list. This is a vital check to ensure everything's functioning correctly. And just like that, you've successfully integrated ConvertKit with Framer. It's a straightforward process that can significantly enhance how you engage with your site visitors and manage your email marketing efforts. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content like this. Have fun creating, and I'll see you in the next video.